Hello, and welcome to my local gym. Today I will be teaching you how to perform a conventional deadlift to meet USAPL lifting criteria. The conventional deadlift is a compound movement where you lift the barbell from the ground in a hinge movement, using the posterior chain to lift the barbell. First, we need to find a place to perform our deadlift. Specialty deadlift platforms are a great way to perform this movement. However, you can perform them anywhere there is enough floor space to perform the movement safely. Next, we need to choose our barbell. There is a specialty type of barbell called a deadlift barbell, which is normally used for this movement. However, to meet USAPL criteria, we need to use a 45-pound power bar like this Ohio barbell. There are also special weight plates we can use for this movement called bumper plates. Rather than being made from metal, these plates are made from rubber, plastic, or other synthetic materials. Now that we have our bar and plates, it's time to talk about how to perform the movement. To set up for the conventional deadlift, we want our feet to be hip width apart. We also want to make sure that the bar is above the middle of our feet. Next, we want to talk about grip. There are many styles of grips that you can use the conventional deadlift with. However, for beginners, I recommend the overhand grip, which involves placing your palms on the bar, wrapping your fingers around the bar, and placing your thumbs on the outside of your fingers. When we go to grab the bar, we want to bend at the waist until our hips are no longer moving back, then bend our knees until we can securely grab the bar outside of our legs. Make sure that when we grip the bar, we are maintaining a neutral spine. We don't want to be too hunched over, as that does not provide an optimal lift and can cause injury. Now we are ready to perform the lift. We want to keep our eyes forward, take a breath and brace our core, and pull the slack out of the bar. We do this by pulling the bar slightly until there is tension. Once we have pulled the slack out of the bar, we want to push through our heels and extend our hips and our knees at the same time to perform the lift. As we reach the top of the movement, we need to lock out. We do this by standing tall and straight with the bar no longer moving. Once we have performed lockout, we need to return the barbell to the ground in a slow and controlled manner while keeping our spine in a neutral position. Some common mistakes when performing the conventional deadlift are the following: rounding your back as you lift the weight, letting the bar move away from your body as you perform the lift, letting the bar rest on your thighs and trying to bounce it up, and finally, not completely locking out at the top of the lift. The deadlift is most commonly used as a power movement. It is best performed in 3 to 5 sets of 1 to 5 repetitions. I suggest starting with a weight that is moderately challenging for 3 sets of 5 reps. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you learned something and are well on your way to advancing your weightlifting journey.